Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.
Hey.
Co-main time. Almost at the main event, but we get a hell of a main event, or a hell of a co-main event here with Sean O'Malley versus my guy Marlon Chito Vera. A pair of fighters who's been getting their Twitter fingers going. They've been letting each other know back and forth. The beef is real in this one, my G.
The beef is real.
And they get to settle it in the octagon, which I'm happy about. And this is going to be a good showing at the co-main. And a lot of the hype train is on for Sean O'Malley. He can implant. This is his opportunity to implant himself as a superstar in the UFC and get himself a top 5 bantamweight in his next fight.
Top 5?
Possibly headline a fight night. Yeah, he's already ranked. He goes out here and does something crazy.
Off of an unranked opponent?
Chito was just ranked at 15. So it's not like,
True. Okay.
Chito was just ranked. Lost to the controversial loss to Sung Yadong. So you got that in your back pocket. Very controversial. I think he won.
Would be on a 6-fight win streak if not for that.
Right.
And I think he lost it just because they were like, you finished them last 5 dudes. You ain't finished this guy, so I guess you probably lost,
They wanted to put O'Malley in the rankings. That's why he lost. But I will tell you this. Chito's not happy about that decision. And I don't expect him to be. And this is a tough fight for him, man. O'Malley has been just running through people, beating up any and everybody they've gave him. The only problem I have with what he's done is he hasn't done it against elite competition. He hasn't even done it to anybody I can say in the 20 to 25 range at bantamweight.
Right. This is just highlights over just guys.
John Dodson. What was the highlight over John Dodson? Where's the highlight over Nate Wood? Where's the highlight over Morab when Morab is not in there? Where's Brian Calleher on your highlight list? He's been beating guys. I'm not going to call them cans. You guys are in the UFC. He's been beating guys who are not in his ballpark of a fighter.
Right.
And when you can
that part,
like he made Eddie Winan look bad.
Eddie Winan ain't look good in years. Come on.
But yeah, like that guy was a champion in 2006. Not to shade Sean O'Malley. But I just want to tell everybody, pump your brakes. Pump the brakes.
It's levels.
There's levels to it. And this is where we see who Sean O'Malley really is. This is going to be his first test in the ring. And I think the fact that this will be his first test on this big of a stage may backfire on him because he's fighting a guy with this type of experience, just as good as striking or close striking in Chito Vera. Very close. But how do we know how close it is? Because Sean O'Malley has not fought the guys. Like, Sung Yadong is a hard out for people.
Right.
And Chito looked good in that. So this fight right here, man, has the makings of an upset.
Oh.
Makings of an upset. I'm putting them on upset alert. This is an upset in the making. O'Malley has not faced adversity in the ring. He has not faced stiff competition in the ring. And like I said, Eddie Winan is an older guy. A young 25er can showcase his skills off again.
Chuck Liddell generation.
Vera. Yeah, he's no Chito Vera. And when you're putting these guys against each other, I think we're going to see a good fight. O'Malley will be taken into waters he has not been taken into. I'm not saying he can't get it done. I just think this is an upset waiting to happen. And I'm not going to be surprised if Chito pulls it off or maybe even gets the stoppage. Like we saw what they did with Alex Caceres, Chase Hooper.
Facts. This is
not the same in
that's
age
actually
range,
that's actually the basic that's not the same difference in age, but it's definitely a difference in competition level. The same difference in competition level. And that's where I want to say we disagree, but we don't even disagree on the outcome of the fight. We really just disagree on even calling this an upset. Because to me, I don't think it's an upset for Chito Vera to even beat Sean O'Malley. Because like you said, O'Malley has not fought anybody worth even mentioning, to be honest. It's like he's beat guys, but he hasn't beat anybody who guys above him wouldn't do the same thing to. It's like, cool, it looks good on your highlight reel. I don't necessarily know why or how you're doing your call outs. This was a fight that was actually supposed to happen before O'Malley went on that long layoff. So yeah, bro, if this would have happened in the middle of Chito Vera's win streak, I think O'Malley would have clearly got finished. Or he might have even been able to catch him slipping. But especially now, coming off of this controversial decision loss against Song Yadong, where I thought he clearly won that fight. Coming off of that, I think it's pretty clear that Chito Vera is coming in here motivated, and not only motivated to avenge a horrible loss, but also motivated to kill the hype train. And it's like, no shade to Sean O'Malley. He's 12-0. He's a very, very elite striker, explosive striker. But I feel like his striking looks the way it does because he's fighting older guys or guys that are just clearly not on his level. I don't think he's going to be able to strike like that against a Chito Vera. I feel like they're very similar, but O'Malley is flashy, whereas Chito Vera is aggressive. And the fact that O'Malley has never fought this level of aggression to go along with this type of skill set, bro, I think
it's going to be tough. Yeah,
I honestly think Chito Vera beats him in all facets of the game. Like, I think he could beat him standing up. I think he beats him on the floor, and that's even tough to say. Too. O'Malley has 1 sub on his resume out of his 12 wins, 8 KOs. But O'Malley is out here doing jiu-jitsu tournaments on his off time or whatever. His 2-year break that he had, he was out there doing jiu-jitsu tournaments all the time. But at the same time, it's like I said earlier in one of these other fights, there's a difference between jiu-jitsu and jiu-jitsu for MMA. He ain't never fought a striker like this. He ain't never fought a grappler like this. He ain't never fought somebody as aggressive as him. He ain't never fought somebody that's this close to his age range.
He hasn't fought. Hey, there you go. He also hasn't fought somebody who's been ranked. He's got to the rankings because he's beat unranked guys. Like, Chito got out of the rankings losing to a ranked guy. They setting O'Malley up for the hype train. I just think it gets derailed here because of that. The fact that he hasn't tasted adversity. Chito's going to take him into deep waters. Chito's going to show him exactly things he hasn't seen before in his competition. It was an easy fight against Jonez. It was an easy fight against Eddie Wineland. 2 guys that, hey, those are just to get you back in the groove of things type of fights. This is his first real test since he's come back. And this is, both guys have everything to gain. I think O'Malley has more to lose if he goes out with a bad showing. But they have everything to gain. O'Malley can become a star. Vera can get back in the rankings and also get his name out there, especially if he does it in the fashion.
Chito Vera becomes a star if he beats Sean O'Malley. He becomes a star.
He has to do it in good fashion. Yeah,
Sean O'Malley is out here selling out jerseys in 3 seconds on Instagram, bro. If he beats Sean O'Malley, he's a star. And it's not even just the star as well.
For 15 minutes.
But no, he puts himself in a position to become.
He puts himself
in a position to end up on a Jorge Masvidal type of trajectory if he beats Sean O'Malley, especially if he gets a finish.
It has to be, especially if he gets a finish. He can't just win a decision like. It has to be a finish, unless they go out there and put on a Bobby Green Lando Venata type of fight.
Fight of the night coming right here.
Fight of the night coming right here. And there you have it. I got Chito with the upset. You got Chito Vera with the upset. You don't even think it's an upset, but it's an upset. Oh yeah, I didn't even pull up the odds on that, man. I didn't even give you the odds.
Let me know.
O'Malley minus 330, minus 335. Minus 335. Hey, sit back in your seat.
What? Dog, I am pounding Chito and Kuti Laba.
Heavy underdogs for guys who appear to be just as good.
Hey, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me because I lost all them bets that y'all heard me play last week. It's on record. But hey, man.
Hey, I hit a 3 fight, so listen to me. I hit a 3 card. I mean, a 3 fight.
Listen to him.
Listen to me.
Listen to him.
Vera with the upset. In this cage, hey, they fooling. They fooling. That's
I'm
what
for
I mean.
sure parlaying that too. I'm parlaying that too. I'm parlaying that too.
So check us. You got the DC Stipe breakdown coming. Should get interesting with that one too.
And let us know what you think about Sean O'Malley in the comments, because I know y'all gonna be talking. Let us know.
Ooh, let us know. In his Cajun style. Yes, sir.
I said it. You heard it.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.